Matrix data.
I've got that lightning inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising, no, just you watch. I'm stepping in the fade. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I'm cranking up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone, and welcome to our weekly community live stream. Of course, I am not alone today. I am joined by the wonderful Orochi.
Hello everyone, this is camera first. For my intro. Everyone, welcome. It's been a while. I've missed a few streams lately, and I think some of you might have already spotted the reason, and let's make it a bit more obvious now. So, welcome. Hello everyone. I see everyone just saying hi from different, indifferent. He sounds like a robot. Orochi the robot.
Orochi the robot?
Okay, let's try and maybe fix that.
Audio issue of the higher class. Oh, no.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see.
Try to figure it out.
We might need to go get Manuel.
We may.
Because, so, for context, chat, if you can hear me still, we do have a new soundboard here, and we're not very experienced with it, so might have to run and get a friend.
Okay, let me try and run it.
Okay.
Yep, that should
Yep.
settle.
Can you guys hear me all right? I'm fine. Okay, so I will host you guys in the meantime while we get some technical support. Yeah. So it's probably settings with our new soundboard, and so apologies for the teething issues. But in the meantime, if anybody has any questions, answers, comments, concerns. Was that a new captain voice? No. No plans for that. Orochi Borg. Sounds like it's, yeah, it's, does the new soundboard have a fart button? I don't know specifically. I do know that there are soundboard buttons with noises attached to them. I just don't know which ones are which, or if there is a fart noise. Like a Stream Deck, we also have Stream Decks. So, but no, this is more advanced than a Steam Deck is. Catapult fighter rework for the Italians anytime soon. So we know that with catapult fighters that there needs to be some more attention to them. No idea. I don't know. But there's no plans for anything specific at this time. What is the summary of this stream? At the moment, the summary of this stream is sound issues. the secondary summary of the stream is we're planning to play arcade battles, and so we're just going to see what works in arcade, if there's any differences in the meta, maybe trying out some builds and things like this. So. Tease the next warship line. They float. I can. That's about the extent of all I can tease. Okay. What's the next campaign ship? Next campaign ship should be announced in the next in the next week or so, probably, I would say. But no information on that specifically yet. Is next update the 5th anniversary of Legends? Yes, it is. Next update is the 5th anniversary of Legends, which is August 12th or 14th. One of the two. Those two dates stick in my mind. Although I think August 14 might be World War I start date. So that might be why it's in my mind. Oh, what's the ghost bottle I'm drinking? Oh yeah, I have a glass bottle with like a green cover on it, and sometimes it interacts with the green screen, so it's my ghost bottle.
Is it any better right now, guys? Just let me know.
The voice of Orochi appears from the void. Not better. Okay, so there must be something going weird with either the input or the soundboard itself. Okay. Are we going to get a new wave of Azure Lane commanders? We can't really talk about collaboration content in general on the live streams unless there is a currently active one. So you could ask me questions about Star Trek collaboration, but I can't say anything about Azure Lane. No dice? No dice yet. So for the anniversary, or here, let me grab that chat real quick. For the anniversary of Legends, will there be a award system depending on how long it's been since you joined a Legends again? So that normally happens during the April pseudo anniversary. Because there's kind of two anniversaries for Legends. During August, there's usually kind of some different events going on. So, what is the strongest performing legendary tier battleship out of curiosity? I think it's Colombo, just because it's so fun and the guns hit so hard. You would be right. Colombo is the strongest performing legendary tier battleship. So, you guys going to do some arcade count-ins? We might, although with the way that the matchmaking works for arcade is that it very much just throws people into the very first battle that it can put together. So there might not be enough time lag to even do an arcade count-in effectively. Does the missile know where it is? It knows where it is by knowing where it isn't. It knows this by subtracting where it isn't from where it is and achieving a deviation. Is Vermont a strong battleship? If you value purely doing damage, Vermont's pretty strong. But at the moment, in terms of her like impact on the battle and how things are going, there are better choices than Vermont. So if you want gun, the gun happen, but with Vermont. But that's about all Vermont is good at doing.
So
Are we back?
I think
Press studio mode again. What is studio mode?
So it will be buffed. Can't confirm or deny if anything's going to happen when it comes to buffing Vermont. So
Okay, I should be back in my normal voice chat. Let me know.
is Orochi voice okay?
Am I not a robot anymore? I'm gonna find out real quick. You sound good now. Yay!
Yay!
We made it. Perfect.
Savior from PC.
We can make you sound different.
Achievements. It was the new soundboard.
It was the new soundboard. Thank you, Fructini, for saving
Voice from the deep.
for saving my AI cover up. So now that we are officially back, hope Prince Blip kept you company for the first few minutes of the stream, and we do indeed, or I do indeed have a bit of an announcement to make, since we're all here gathered. This is going to be the first and maybe one of the very few streams that I will be on from now on as me from the community team. As you can see under my name here, I moved on to another team in the publishing department of World of Warships Legends. So I will no longer be community manager lurking that much on Discord. I will also not be handling the CC program anymore, or bug reports or feedback or anything like that. We can still, I will still be around, of course, on Discord occasionally, just showing up, but expect to see less of me, at least when it comes to community-related activities from now on. And yeah, that being said, small announcement, closing this. It's already, we are already a little delayed, so let's just go and head straight into
arcade. All right.
straight into the topic of today's stream, which is gonna be arcade battles. So, okay, there are already some questions regarding this.
Right. There you go.
So what do you do as publisher, and is someone taking your spot? We'll know soon enough about this. When it comes to me as a publisher, I'm not exactly a publisher, I'm just a member of the publishing team, just on a different department within. So I'm still around and still will be communicating with the rest of the teams.
Yeah. Are you able to go into detail about what you will be doing?
Yeah, there's no issue with me saying I will actually be moving to the marketing team of World of Warships Legends and working with that department.
Okay.
Okay, we shall carve a Greek statue of Orochi and give it. Wait, I need to read this. This sounded pog. And give it its own pantheon in your honor. Yes, I will actually discuss this with developers. We'll see. Time to publish propaganda for Velos. Greece. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it's time. I see a few CCs as well. Wow's Legends memes. Hello. Orochi in marketing, expect a bunch of Atlantico commissioned artwork now. I don't know. We'll see. You know,
it does make a good subject art piece. It has a lot of guns.
Sure. Okay, so are we ready to head into our first game? You pick the tier, actually.
Let's start with. I'm gonna throw a dart at the board and say 5.
5?
Yep.
Okay, what do you want to play at tier 5?
I gotta sneeze first.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Dunkirk. Dunkirk Q.
By the way, there are a lot of ships we can play, and we're gonna be cycling through them like crazy.
Yep.
So chat, if you have any suggestions, now's the time. Dunkirk, huh? I'm gonna play Warspite. Oh.
All right.
It might actually come as a surprise, but guys, the marketing team is not exactly the team that decides what content we're gonna add to the game.
Yeah. The supreme irony of this is that Orochi is now leaving the community team to join the marketing team. And I came from the marketing team to join the community team because I started in marketing.
We did a bit of switch. Duka Daosta Mutsu, yeah, guys, we are gonna have a lot of games, and I mean, honestly, that's the idea of arcade battles, right?
Yeah.
Like the idea of arcade battles, you know, the meme, that like in and out 20-minute adventure. That's kind of what we're going for here.
Yeah.
We want you to be able to press play, go in, start slapping, go out, go back in again. That's the whole idea. Very quick games, few modifiers, and just go in, have fun, get out,
Yep.
and try to
As
win
for
as well.
questioning about like what does marketing do? The primary role of marketing is bringing new players into the game. So that is like the goal is putting the game out there in the public space so that people know about us and are trying us out. And so that's the main idea. So they'll be putting advertisements out on YouTube, sponsorship or sponsored videos, or even paper advertisements, or putting artwork on the side of a bus. It can be anything along those lines.
Basically, it's kind of described by the word marketing, but we are putting the game into the market, let's say.
Yep.
And also another thing is we do work a bit with other departments to maybe make some campaigns that are very creative or something like that. So there is a lot of work that
Watch out.
includes. Yeah, oh, who's this? Yeah, I can also play Connecticut. Actually, yeah, it's a pretty good idea. I think someone suggested it already. Are they in charge of collabs? Yes and no. Mostly no. They're in charge of like, after a certain point, they are included in collaborations. Where can I apply? That's a great question. Wargaming is hiring, so you can go to our website wargaming.com/careers and you can find a lot of positions actually. Orochi, hear me out. Legends official hot air balloon advertisement. I will discuss this with my team and hopefully they will not be too angry that I suggested that.
I mean, they have the dirigibles that fly over like NFL games and stuff like that in the U.S. So,
And we have like
and the U.S. Navy did have Zeppelins. There's a crossover potential there.
okay. The main target should
Working
be
on
the
the Dunkirk,
Dunkirk.
yeah.
He doesn't really stand a chance against me here, and is also getting heavily torqued by my friend here, the Gede. I will do the... Hope he doesn't have reloaded guns right now. He does. Not much. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Dunkirk is almost done. I somehow got the kill on that, but okay. Good luck, Orochi. Thank you very much. But you still need to do the barbecue stream. I will consult with the rest of the team again and see what we can do. The issue with hot air balloons and zeppelins, especially zeppelins, is that they are quite hard to find. I believe.
They don't. There's not very many of them that exist anymore. So,
but we do have a blip. Hey, okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, that's a destroyer. Do I trust the Geda taking care of this? I mean, we have another cruiser here. What is it? Daosta? Yeah, okay, should be fine. I suppose asking questions is a waste of time. No, it's not.
yeah.
We might have missed it. Chat is
There's a decent chance that we missed it because we're not always looking at the chat. So.
First, this is definitely not the mode because it's slightly faster to like switch between the game and chat, because otherwise I get dev struck.
Yep.
This has happened before. So if you missed it, sorry. Just send the message again.
Yeah.
Is he reversing?
Blip question: Azure Lane, New Jersey, or Azure Lane, Musashi? I mean, if I have to pick between the two of them, I would pick Azure Lane, New Jersey, but they're not my favorite picks in Azure Lane.
Orochi in the US, the Navy holds an event called Fleet Week. You guys should take a look at advertising there. I will probably also consult with Blip regarding that as
Yeah,
The-
I
the
think
rest
we,
in
I think
America.
we've been to Fleet
May-
Week in a couple times before.
maybe
that's
we have
usually-
explored this, so
Yeah.
we are exploring it. I don't know. Even if I knew, I couldn't say.
All right, I'm gonna try and get the Molotov if I can.
Okay, now I can answer more questions here for sure. Will Azure Lane ever come back? We can't answer that question. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Yeah,
Just how partnerships work, we cannot reveal information about new or returning ones.
so what's my favorite pick for Azure Lane? Probably these days, my favorite, one of my favorites at least, is going to be. Why am I drawing a blank? I've always liked Isuzu retrofit because like Naval Japanese anti-aircraft cruiser is pretty funny, and she's also really good. So I'm gonna say Isuzu retrofit.
Is Arpeggio ever coming back? Same response here.
Yeah, like we can't talk any kind of collaboration news or anything like that, so we can't answer those kind of questions.
That's all.
Will USS Black be for GXP in the future?
Sounds like another question.
Yeah, like I would like we can't confirm that, but there's nothing stopping USS Black from being GXP. So
Yeah. Okay. Another tier 5? Calm down.
yeah, we can do tier 5 again.
I want to play
Um,
Hyuga.
Any news about super tester applications? The news about super tester applications is that there is a lot of them, and it is going to take Connor a reasonable amount of time to get through them all. So you will have to be patient for the next few weeks while Connor or Final Boss goes through all of the applications.
Mr. Orochi, will anyone be taking your place in the CM team and taking up your old roles? We'll see. Nothing I can share about this right now. Probably also not the person to share any information regarding that as well.
What do I want?
How can we become a CC? Well, as of recently, meaning until like about a week ago that I stopped handling the... Bless you again. I stopped handling the program. We require at least 4,000 followers in all combined on all platforms that are actively posting World of Warships Legends content. And there is also a minimum of how often you stream or upload videos or what content you actually are into. But generally speaking, if you are at around 4,000 followers combined, I used to have a policy of people just reaching out to me. Now Sichales is in charge of the program. This might change, but there is a good chance that if you're at around that number and you are producing Legends content, that you would be eligible to join.
Yep. Are you happy with how carriers are performing now? I would say that depends on the carrier. Some of them we're pretty happy with now, like at least in terms of their positioning in the current system of how they work. We're pretty happy with some of them. Other ones still need tweaking, and other ones we know that you guys are not happy with. So yeah, so still work to be done, I would say. Do you make less credits in arcade compared to standard battles? You will make less credits in arcade per battle because they are faster battles. But if you take an hour of playtime where you spend an hour playing arcade versus an hour spent playing standard battles, they should have quite similar outcomes.
So I'd say it's pretty fair for the
Yeah.
time you put into the game. You're, in terms of credits, you're compensated pretty fairly.
Yeah.
Of course, given that you actually have good battles and you're not just throwing every game, because in that case,
Yeah. Given you're trying the same amount.
that wouldn't be very very cash money, let's say.
When it comes to like the Nordic camouflage for Odin and the short mission duration, that's kind of a if you missed it, you missed it kind of situation. When it comes to re-arriving back in the store for people who missed it, I would say relatively speaking unlikely, because it was just kind of a short-term pop-up thing. So
Is arcade an option to appeal more to mobile users? I wouldn't say just for mobile users, just for everyone. Like, could be that you don't have much time to play one full battle. Could be that you have, instead of 15, you have 10 spare minutes. Little bit less time, you can fit more games. If you want to try ships quickly, just to see how they feel, stuff like that. I think that arcade battles. I know it's more fast-paced, but I kind of feel more relaxed playing them. I don't know how to explain this. That's for me.
Yeah.
You might be feeling different.
they also provide a new opportunity for us to get new players in the game more weaned into standard battles and off of AI battles, which because now the requirements for them to even enter standard battles is to achieve a reasonable account rate. That is to say, like, your account has levels, right? 1 through 11 or 12. And so you need to achieve, I think it's rank 8 now, for your account in order to enter standard battles at all. And you unlock arcade earlier, which means you have this extra step before arriving at the standard game mode, so to say.
Oh, and yeah, of course, as Mobius said, missions. Oh, yeah, definitely. Missions that can be completed by arcade battles.
Might as well.
Yeah, why not?
Time save.
Any plans for control adaptation for mobile? Yes, our team is working on that. There is a bit of a destroyer in front of me.
Yeah, I'm just running away from him. He can just, if he wants to sit there and farm in a smoke screen, he can just sit in the smoke screen far away from me.
Oh, hello.
I deserve that.
Maybe my secondaries take him?
You got secondaries?
He's very low.
Yeah.
So low.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
What ship is better, in your opinion, is better, ZF6 or Friesland? In my opinion, Friesland. But you have to be willing to play her like a pure gunboat, because that is what you're getting with Friesland. So,
Okay, a couple of questions. When will you fix the problem with the mobile application? I can't download it to my Xiaomi phone. Okay, so best thing you can do, because there are a lot of devices, we don't know which exact device you're using. Reach out to us through Discord. We have links to Discord below. Get the mobile role there. We have a bug reports channel for mobile specifically. Go write the information about your device and we'll be on it. See if we can offer a solution or just plan to fix the issue.
Enemy is about
See, another question. Arcade rewards could be slightly better in my honest opinion. You mean credits or? or where? Okay, I actually want to try Connecticut. Or actually, no, not Connecticut.
Okay.
What else can I play? Any ideas, Chad?
Let's see. Question for Blip. What's your favorite part about working for Wargaming? Being able to use my fascination with history and let's call it an obsession with history to my advantage, and actually like use it to benefit the company as well as people who are also share the same interests. No, it's going to be my answer for that. And like it amplifies those opportunities as well, because like for example, earlier this year I went to go shoot a miniature documentary on Normandy, which never imagined in my life that I'd ever be able to do something like that. So okay,
I really want to play Collingwood.
you want to play Collingwood?
It's,
Okay,
it's calling
C6.
me.
You feel a call of the Collingwood?
Yep.
Mm,
I think mobile usage will explode versus where it's at now once players are able to utilize a controller. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
yep. I'll take North Carolina.
I also have a very fancy skin for my Collingwood. Greetings from Argentina.
Greetings.
And I saw someone greeting us from Chile.
Yeah. If you have an issue with your phone and installing it on mobile, please contact our support team who might be able to provide additional information and assistance to you.
There is a direct link to the support team as well through the app, if you can access it. If not, reach out through our normal portal or through Discord. One of the two.
How much is the stream delay? It's not that bad.
Enough so we don't get consistently sniped.
Yep. But not so far that we can't react with you guys.
Yeah. Greetings from Japan. Greetings from Czech Republic.
And Pakistan. And
Pakistan.
Scotland. And Denmark.
The delay is last week. Yes, we are. This is actually fully an AI stream. Like we do not actually exist. That's why I had a robot voice in the beginning.
An AI stream, not an NPC stream.
Oh, come on.
No, I will not be doing an NPC stream. So I've often
Actually, no.
I've often wondered how nicely the different ships are modeled and how they feel in game. They're all balanced anyway, and anyway, what is known about them historically. I'm not sure what you're trying to get to with that, but yeah, we try to model ships as accurately as we can generally, especially the premiums. The trouble often is that we're also making very much an arcadey game experience, and so in order to achieve that and achieve like a good game, you will have to make sacrifices in historical aspects along the way. So
About striking a balance between historical accuracy and fun.
yep.
And I think we are doing pretty well. Because if we go full historical accuracy,
The Americans are going to be overpowered, and that's just the way it is.
also the word accuracy itself is not gonna be
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah. when your real life accuracy is measured in like in single digit percent, things are not fun.
Greek souvlaki, Greek sun, Greek sea. Yes. Although right now in Greece it is quite toasty. It's very hot. And that is the case for most of Europe, and I also believe most of the US.
Probably.
I would also extend this to most of the world. Bottom line, it's summer. Please stay hydrated. Wear sunscreen. Apply sunscreen. And be careful.
Well, this one's going better this time.
Oh, definitely. We've only lost 2 ships in 3 minutes. You got an... It's dead.
Heinrich coming on the other side. Hit him.
Yep.
Well, he's got the... Is that the Rust and Rumble Venom skin? What a Chad.
Is he trying to rush me?
Yeah, he's 100% rushing me.
I'll try to sneak around the corner and push him. And you also have a Heinrich behind you.
Yeah, this is not
Yeah,
gonna go
I
well.
think I got you.
If you kill him with that salvo,
Yeah.
that might have saved me. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I hope it has.
It's okay. Behind you.
It has not saved me. This is my final message. Change the world. I'm alive.
Change the world. Heinrich,
Yeah.
I'd like to introduce you to a concept called overpen.
Any word on the recent super test applications? They are being slowly worked through over the next probably several weeks. That's the news.
There are a lot of applicants.
There is a lot of applicants, and there's essentially one guy going through it. So to make sure that everyone is qualified. Why does it feel like IJN battleships are using shotguns instead of artillery? So the IGN has a special dispersion curve for their battleships, which we just call the IGN dispersion curve, which means that they have greater greater vertical dispersion, which vertical dispersion is basically means that they can miss in a vertical plane compared to where you're looking. So they will go more often high or low compared to your enemy ship, which means if you're shooting at broadsides, it looks like they miss really, really bad, but they're actually more advantaged towards shooting at the enemies who are angled towards you at long range. So, and that's the other note, IJN battleships are the most accurate, if we exclude battle cruisers, the most accurate beyond 11.5-ish kilometers. So they are much more biased for long range combat. That makes sense.
At W. Yeah, there is a lot of applications and not enough final boss.
Yeah.
So 150k battle. Just very nice, very nice. I like the Collingwood. Progressing my campaign as well. Make sure to also progress your campaign.
Nope.
Don't know if you can answer this question, but any plans for historical missions? We can't share anything about this, but maybe at some point.
I want to play a cruiser. I don't know which cruiser. Bortas would be pretty meme.
Wanna do the funny?
I have to do Bortas.
Botas, okay.
I have to do the funny. Yeah.
No, that's too funny, Nelson.
Will there be more hybrids coming soon? No plans right now. The any plans for historical missions? Generally speaking, World of Warships doesn't provide the best framework for making a historical mission. It doesn't really mesh very well with the game design overall. But so I would say there's not very many plans for things that at least I would define as a historical mission.
Guys, when arcade will expand to 7, 8 or legendary tier, maybe at some point.
Yeah.
When it comes to when questions, I know you're probably tired of hearing us, we don't answer when questions, etc. But
The reason we say this and repeat this is because people keep asking them.
yes, there are a lot of things that we have planned. Obviously, a lot of things that we know that we have planned. But plan doesn't mean that it will be executed or that there will not be any issues with it. That's why it's not a great idea to promise stuff that at last moment might be cancelled for one reason or another. But however, if you want to be the first to actually know about upcoming content or get teasers about upcoming content, best way would be to actually follow our social media. Our social media team is doing a great job in teasing stuff for upcoming updates, from collaborations to ships to campaigns to missions to events to you name it. So if you want to be the first one to know about what's coming, that would be the way.
So what commander do you recommend for the Bortos if you didn't get Gowron? If you have her, Azure Lane Cheshire should be a very good commander for Bortos if you have her, or Azure Lane Neptune for that matter. But if you want recommendations towards the default commanders, you're not going to get much use out of like the Infinite Smoke build from Tyrwit because you don't have smoke. And so you're going to want to build just kind of your standard cruiser damage build. So whatever commander you have available in the UK tech tree that works for kind of a standard cruiser DPM type build, that's probably going to be your best play in Bortos.
Just start saying it's classified. Fallen Angel, that's an excellent idea. From now on, we will not say that we can't talk about it. We'll just say it's classified.
So the other question is, instead of when, is the Atlantico commander going to become purchasable? To which I will respond with the answer of, like with Jersey Swirsky, if there is ever a time where there is a Pan-American, battleship line, I guess would be the scenario. If there's ever time where that thing exists, then you would be absolutely purchasable. Is that time anytime soon?
It's
I can't
classified.
tell you. That's classified. Play aggressively for the fun.
I should always open with AP on Nelson. I don't know why I always forget this. Like I should
have no
always be
idea.
opening up with AP. One fire? No. Okay. Good afternoon, Warrior Bismarck.
Can all players commander be added to HQ? I don't understand your question there. Yeah.
2 fires, please.
Yeah, give us more game modes. No carriers, only battleships or destroyers, etc. So game modes like that require us to segment the player population, which works fine on Call of Duty because Call of Duty has, the absurd numbers of players that Call of Duty has. For us, segmenting the population like that would be rash to do.
It is quite unlikely for something like that to happen.
Yeah.
We added arcade battles as something permanent, but in terms of alternative game modes in general, that's kind of why we have Brawl.
Yeah.
And that's where we play around with different parameters, making ships faster, no torps, no carriers. Like we can literally do almost anything in on Brawl. And that's actually a game mode that we ask often for your feedback, because if you have a wild enough idea that makes sense,
That is like, physically feasible, right?
even
'Cause-
conceivable usually,
yeah.
we could actually do it. So if you are interested in contributing to feedback overall and don't know where to contribute, ideas for brawls would be one of the best things to look into.
Yeah, we're already segmented through the tier system. Yes. So why would we add more segments and double that tier system by adding a game mode that's, say, no carriers? So using Brawl as the example here, when it comes to like making a request about like we should have a Brawl that's like this scenario. Keep in mind that the options of what we can change in Brawl are relatively limited. Think back to the various different Brawls we've had. We can change like speed, accuracy, commanders, parameters, reload speeds, module modifications, things like this. But adding in elements like an AI-controlled ship, like a convoy to escort, that's going to be significantly more difficult and would not fit between a Brawl timeline, if that makes sense.
Is Takir? Oh, okay, it's not AFK.
Can we get Division of 5 for arcade mode?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not, considering that it's a PV. Like, it has AI bots as a thing that can appear if there's not because the whole point of the game mode is immediate battle, and so it can fill in players with bots if there's not enough bots in the same matchmaking spread that you're going into. But even though it has that, it's still at its core a PvP game mode, in which case having 5 players as a division is excessively powerful.
Wasn't the smartest of turns. Have to admit. Maybe I get a good shot here though. Nope. That was pretty good. 2v2, half HP destroyer, a Colorado getting torped, and what else do we have? Oh, Leander chasing. Okay, next one.
Nope. What tier?
Let's do 3.
Okay. Agincourt.
I want to play some Azincourt. Come on. Like, for those who don't know, Azincourt and in general, secondary ships are my favorite in the game.
And play the clubs in.
Yep.
Will fleet benefits, the dry dock fleet benefits reduce serving costs eventually be expanded to legendary tier 2? I'm not sure the full context of the question, but there are no plans of expanding fleet benefits right now.
That being said, if anyone is not in a fleet, it's probably a good idea to be in a fleet.
Yep.
Just saying.
It's free real estate.
There are a lot of fleets that are recruiting, lots of both competitive and casual fleets actually. You even have a channel on Discord for that. And the benefits are... There are a lot of benefits.
Tanks tried Nation v Nation years ago, and it quickly revealed how unbalanced the lines are in Nation v Nation. Yeah, to an extent, they are like within our framework. We have each nation have their own sort of national flavor. That makes sense. So like if we use German tanks as for example, typically German tanks are going to have very long guns. Well, at least in higher tiers, they're going to have long, powerful guns that have no problem doing damage, but they might not be the most resistant to damage. And so that's kind of like a national flavor, a stereotype. And so that applies in ships as well. So having pure nation v nation scenarios can go quite wrong in this kind of framework.
It could be a case of rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Like some nations, some specific ship designs and concepts and philosophies, let's say, fare up better or worse against others. There are plenty of examples of that in the game. So nation v nation wouldn't really make sense.
Is the Discord the best place to be for codes, free flags, boosters, camos, whatnot? The best place to be for that is our social media platforms. So that's going to be Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So personally, out of the three, I would use Twitter for that most.
That being said, if there is a code on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, you are going to learn about it quite quickly if you are lurking on Discord.
Yeah. Because people will share it on the Discord, but it's not going to be usually officially posted.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, not Twitter, X.
Until I can navigate it, or until I cannot navigate it by typing in www.twitter.com, I will call it Twitter.
Understood, I think.
Because I disagree with the rename.
We got our first blood.
I should be able to torpedo the Wyoming here.
Will the Orochi guys have a robotic voiceover? We can discuss this. I will discuss it personally with you when the Orochi guys is in production. This is probably gonna be never.
Found the Clemson.
Did I really miss? Oh, he was reversing. Okay.
Oh, I can get the Kirov.
Okay.
Kill steal of all time.
Kill secure.
Sonar detected.
I got almost 3,000 promotional. When can we start to change them into something else? Perhaps someday. But it's not a bad thing to have the promotion orders in case you need to level up commanders in the future.
Oh, this is not good. My smoke screen is up in 1 second. Can I live this long?
Yes. I made sure.
Thank you.
Omaha doing Omaha things, I being deathstruck, that's exactly the reason you play Omaha.
I'm gonna try and find him again.
What, the Omaha?
Yeah,
Oh, the
another
Collab.
Clemson.
Yoink,
I'm gonna
yoink,
need an
yoink.
entirely different kind of vessel to find the Omaha at this point. Which a vessel that is not planned to arrive in the game.
The vessel that shall not be named. Okay, next one. I'm thinking. Actually, chat will think.
Yes, what should
Request.
we play?
Community idea. How about hosting competition for best flag designs?
I have hosted art competitions before.
Wouldn't be completely impossible.
It's not impossible, but I've held art competitions before, and it is a very, very large time investment for something that often doesn't have very good outcomes.
I know World of Warships on PC does a competition for a camo, but I don't think we've ever done something like that on Legends. Okay.
London
London?
calling. I'll play London. It's tier 5.
Tier 5, huh?
Wait, it is tier 5, isn't it?
Isn't it
Do
tier
I not
5?
have London?
Where do the hybrid planes fly off to? Do they just hang out in low orbit? No. It's
don't have
quite
London.
hard to reach low Earth orbit with an air-breathing engine. They just go above, like, if you want any lore behind this, they just go above the clouds and return to the ship eventually.
I'm fixing a wrong.
What is your favorite tier, guys? Tier 7 or legendary? One of the two. Question for both. What is your favorite hybrid battleship so far? I think mine is Connecticut.
Yeah, it's gonna be Connecticut. Although mine's for a different reason.
Can you help Final bug the dev team for Unsinkable Sam guys / commander? Maybe.
Yeah, you did caught me lacking. I'm actually surprised. I've had I feel like I've played London a lot, but I guess I've only played it on my PlayStation.
I'm not sure what to play. I have a very funny Congo build, but I should probably not play that. Let's try Shinonome. Has
All right, ready?
has a sort of evolving skin ever been brought up as a possibility? For example, in other games such as LoL, you start the game with a basic skin. As the game goes on, deal more damage, skin evolves, and the badass looking skin. Not really. The only kind of evolving skin we have is the camo with the counter. That on the bow of the ship you can see how many ships you have destroyed. That's as far as it goes when it comes to evolving, changing skins at least.
You know, what's the main reason for nerfing the Connecticut? It was too good.
Show you.
So the ship was too good, so we nerfed it. Ultimately, that comes down to the answer. In like 95% of cases where we make a balance change, is ship was too good, so it got changed.
I don't know about that. I have seen Florida get north of 150 grand damage. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Yeah.
We actually had some pretty good games on stream with Florida a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
Florida is not a good ship, but it's not a terrible ship. Like it works, but it's like
In her own,
it's not
in
an
her own
enjoyable
special way.
experience. Yeah.
for a fleet custom design flag in loadout out of reach to add?
The fleet design thing, yeah, pretty much out of reach. Because that's going to be user generated content, which has an entire other kettle of fish involved in creating a system for it in game, and also keeping track of it, making sure it doesn't get out of hand, because user generated content has a way of getting out of hand.
We do enjoy creativity. We like and encourage creativity. However, some people are too creative when given the freedom to do so.
Yeah.
水中超音を使うよ。煙幕を展開するよ。見つけられるかにゃ？
Some people, yeah.
What is my smoke firing penalty? 6.1? Oh, that's why. There's a Mahan right in front of me. Okay.
旦那様。対応完了したよ。
Can I change gears in time? Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, didn't matter in the end anyway. Pick and choose question day. Our president does that. It's not very nice. Well, the fact is that we have questions that we cannot, that you guys ask us questions that we cannot answer. So, such is the way of the world.
Hope the Hugo doesn't notice me. Just a destroyer. No need.
The maps on arcade, are they smaller? Some of them are, yeah.
Where do babies come from? Can you answer that question? Yes.
I can answer that question, but I would tell you that this is not an appropriate place to answer that question.
The question was, can you answer that question? The answer is yes, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no need.
If Google can answer that question, it's probably going to be more advisable to go find that answer on Google. Do you guys have any favorite naval war movies? What is...
Does the battleship movie with the aliens count?
Sure. I mean, the thing that's coming up in my mind is the movie K-19. Like, it's not accurate at all. The accents are absolutely horrendous. It's not an exceptionally good movie, but I have like this morbid fascination with nuclear disasters. So I have to say K-19.
Okay.
It's like I like almost all of them. Like Red October is great. Das Boot is great. You know, or Hunt for the Graf Bay or Battle of the River Plate, whichever one. The old one. Great movie. Yeah. We call it Greyhound. Watch it. Yes, I have. I've watched it in my own way. Midway? No. I will not recognize Midway 2019 in this chat. Thank you.
So this is a bit of a rough battle.
What battleship has the best dispersion in Sigma? There's a functional. Oh yes, Master and Commander, best naval. Yeah, I was just trying to think in more modern eras. But Master and Commander, yeah, easily the best. But when it comes to dispersion, which battleship has the best dispersion in Sigma? First mistake is that there are two different things. There's dispersion and Sigma. These are two separate things. And dispersion defines the circle that your shells go through. And then Sigma determines where inside that circle your shells end up going randomly each time you shoot. So the battleship with the best dispersion is going to be probably Duncan functionally, but any of the battle cruiser type battleships have the best dispersion. But the best Sigma is going to be on a battleship. I think it's Champagne now at 2.1.
Captain Orochi, making sure arcade battles last as long as possible. Completely defeating the purpose of the mode. Okay, next one, guys. Let's see. Tiers 1 to 6. Suggestions. Is Jaws a naval movie?
They mention naval warships in the movie and events. Because one of the characters in Jaws is like a veteran from Indianapolis, but
It's naval adjacent. Yeah.
There we go. Yes. When can we expect a 4th mod slot for Weimar?
Unlikely.
No.
It's quite unlikely.
Yeah.
Okay. Tier 4. No, not tier. Just say the ship, guys.
Yeah. I played Clemson in the last battle, or the battle before last. So.
Can I play from tier 6? That is not Collingwood again. Didn't join. Yeah. When is Haida returning to store? Maybe one day.
Tier 6.
Jaws collab when? Not anytime soon.
What do I want to play at tier 6? Let's do a battleship. And let's pull out an Italian battleship. Because we're daring today.
We demand an additional equipment slot for Weimar. Call it inflation, something Weimar should be vulnerable to.
If you inflate a 0, you get a 0.
Yeah. How many Krakens have you guys unleashed? I can check after the game.
Yeah. If you want to ask the greatest war movie ever made, it's going to be The Thin Red Line. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Because it's like one of the lesser known World War II films, I would say. I've like rarely heard people ever heard of Thin Red Line, but absolutely do watch it. It's one of the best.
And then that 4 Yamato scene. Was that ever a thing in a movie?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's in I'm pretty sure it's actually in Man in High Castle. I think there's a scene in there with 4 Yamatos.
Really?
I think so, yes.
Come on. Like, I was thinking of actually watching that series.
If you watch any modern video games or movies or whatever where ships appear in, almost any of them, you will find very cursed ships or ships that should not be there, ships that didn't exist, multiples of ships. It's like
I don't think
Yeah.
much research goes into those movies in terms of historical accuracy. They
No,
probably
it's-
just Google like biggest Japanese battleship. They see a Yamato, they're like, oh, they must have built 10 of them.
Yeah. What's the worst ship you could take into arcade? Well, functionally, it's going to be Nito Bixio, because you can take tier 1 ships. Blip, one question. This is your 5th question this stream, but sure.
That's fine. That is why. Don't worry. That's exactly why.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. That's why the stream is here.
I don't know, I'm just trolling because I know who this is.
Yeah.
So, you ever heard of this manga called Zipang? No. Planes shot down record. Anybody know? Nope.
Generally speaking, the scenario and the story of the movie is usually more important than historical accuracy and quite often physics.
Yep.
So I don't think I actually have a favorite war movie, but I do have a favorite war series. A Band of Brothers.
Yeah. War series and it's not Band of Brothers, then something weird is happening, or it's the Pacific.
I actually watched this while I was pretty young.
Me too, actually.
Like, I don't know, like 13.
Kind of want to get rid of this Surrey, but this Maya is much more with it.
Like, yeah. It's too broadside for comfort. Can I Super Citadel? Yep. Switch to Surrey.
Yeah. Nope, I didn't dodge that. Sad.
I think that's it. No. No.
Unfortunate.
Come on.
Watch it give me the Citadel. No, you got there first.
Okay. It's a great TV series.
Yeah. What about They Were Expendable with John Wayne? I actually do not like John Wayne films.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Is it?
Let it. It's a relatively hot take. Like I would 100% rather watch Jimmy Stewart in a film than John Wayne any day of the week. I'd watch it for the PT boats, not John Wayne, but okay, yeah, that's fair. Like John Wayne's just evolved into such this almost legendary figure at this point that going back and suffering through 1960s, 1970s movie pacing just to see him seems almost like an exercise in like torture. Blip, give my best Jimmy Stewart impersonation? No. No. Can I sneak that around there? Hey, it's snacking around a little bit.
More volume for secondary guns, what do you think? Okay, so regarding this, I'm a secondary gun enjoyer. You guys know that. More sound on secondary guns is gonna be fun for one game.
Yeah, there we go. John Wayne is an American classic, but there's no denying his films that are formula and he's pretty much the same guy. Exactly. John Wayne is the 50s and 60s version of Nicolas Cage. And I don't see why people have a problem with me making that comparison. Are we going to get a farther or an increased graphical upgrade on Series X and PS5? There's no immediate plans for that. Because still PS5 and Xbox Series X is still a minority of players. Most players are still on Xbox One and play PlayStation 4 generation. But the other factor of that is we are almost constantly making small improvements to graphics settings on all of the various different systems. So, and those don't always get mentioned in the patch notes. So there's always improvements coming here and there to the game. You go back and look at footage from like 2019, you'll notice a quite significant difference over time.
John Wayne always played John Wayne. But
Yeah.
there are a lot of actors that just play themselves,
Yep.
like in every film.
We've decimated an enemy battleship with unstoppable force.
Like The Rock, for example.
Yeah.
Just plays The Rock.
Do you guys have a favorite battleship class? Yes. My favorite battleship class is probably the North Carolinas or the Dunkirks. I love the Dunkirks as well.
Can Atlantico be considered a class?
No.
Will we be receiving control support from Mobile Legends? Yes, this is actually something that's being worked on by our team. As to when, that's a different question, but we hope soon. My favorite class of battleship is the OP one, so that's a based take.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Like a broken class battleship. Yes.
Just gotta use here. I'm trying to get around this island.
Super Yamato, where you at? Which Super Yamato?
Yeah, I mean there's at least 2 main variations of A150, but there's many more designs.
Playing against legendary tier carriers is so fun, especially getting focused. Can't wait for there to be more.
Yeah.
Maybe there will be more.
Todd Guller, speaking of graphics, the missing icon bug that frequents Series X issue for well over 6 months. I'm not exactly sure. Well, I think I know what bug you're talking about. And I think that can be just fixed by reinstalling the game and making sure that the cache is clear. So if you haven't given that a try, I would recommend it.
The section of the port where you can see your armor thickness and citadel of the ships is good information. Mobile Legends Chapter 2. That's a great point of feedback. And Milk New, you are giving a lot of feedback in the chat, which is, we appreciate that. However, we're streaming, so we might miss something. Best way, so you can make sure that your feedback is actually read and remembered, is go to our Discord. We have links down below in the description. A link for Discord specifically. Go there. There is a mobile section with a mobile general chat, mobile discussion, bug reports, and there is also mobile feedback. Go in there, write your feedback, make sure we don't forget it.
Yep.
Can I get unbanned from the Discord? Depends on why you got banned in the first place.
Yep. If you would like to appeal your ban, you should send one of us or a senior moderator a message privately. Most of us, if not all of us, have our DM log open, so you should be able to connect with us on Discord.
I told someone to F off 2 years ago and I got banned. If you still feel that this is an appropriate way to talk to a fellow community member, then the answer is probably no. Collingwood?
Yeah, we can do
tier
Collingwood.
6?
Yeah, sure.
it's not appropriate, then explain to the team that, hey, it's been 2 years, no longer feel that way. And
Yep. So you need to reach out to a member of the Legends team or the senior moderation team. We can process that appeal for you and check things like context.
And don't I message one of you guys on Discord just now.
Okay.
Don't message me because I'm no longer in the community team.
Well, too bad you've been implicated. But yeah, one of us will get it. One of us will handle it.
Yep.
You all took the 70% coupon away when I was 2 wins away from getting it. If that's the case, go send our support team a message and they will help you out.
Yes, please
Please
do. Please do. Support you can find on Discord. You can do wowslegends.com/support. Million ways to reach them. Send them a message. Explain your situation. They will be happy to help you.
Yep. Question for Blip. Massachusetts or Alabama? There can only be one pick. Massachusetts. Simple as. What are the best and worst performing DDs at tier 8 by impact? The best at tier 8 is a new one that is not Lucian. What's the other one? Might be Felix Schultz. I'm not sure. But it's like Lucian or Felix Schultz, one of the two. Then the worst DD at tier 8 offhand, I think, is Jutland, I think. But I'm not sure. No, New Shishimi. Yeah, New Shishimi is actually the worst. It's worse than Jutland is right now.
Where will the result of the starter giveaway contest be posted? At the same platform that it was the contest was posted initially. I believe that's Twitter. Or Facebook, one of the two.
Yep. Blip, have you been to see USS Alabama? I have not. I have seen 2 museum ships in my lifetime. I've seen the LST-325 and HIJMS Mikasa.
Prime, something about Prime Gaming. This has stopped. No news as to when or if it's gonna be back. Here read something else. Orochi, some of the guys messaged me about you not being in the CM team anymore, so I forgive you for not messaging me back. Yeah, I might have missed some messages because apart from not being part of the community team anymore, I was also on vacation.
Yeah.
For a week. But please do reach out to the rest of the community team, and they will be happy to help you. Right, Flip?
Sorry,
You're not following.
sorry,
Okay.
I'm lost.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. We will respond most likely during our work hours. So if you message us right after the stream, might not get a response because the last thing we want to do after a stream is work more.
I've actually been on both Greek World War I, II museum ships, like
Nice.
both Velos and
Georgia
Alva,
Savro.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was almost on Bliskavitz as well. Couldn't find time.
Yep. I will be going to Den Elder in September.
Nice.
So, yep.
So what's happening here? Do we just push? And
I think we just keep going until we find something. You know, like you're all on the other side of the map. So
me and my 23 knots agree.
you're only 23.
Oh, 24.
25.
Hello, Helena. Time to teach you about Overmatch. Yep.
Oof. Oof. Big hit.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I got an MBRV on this. Be gone.
You know, here's the thing with arcade buttons. The Helena learned a lot quicker that she probably shouldn't sell broadside against the Collingwood. Oh, look at those shells we find at
Yep.
the same moment.
Become as, what would it be, 12 guns? So just becoming a Kansas over here.
Is it, are we Kansas range actually?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, broadside sound.
Because think about it, it's 12 420 millimeter guns
Yeah.
with good accuracy. It's got to know we're basically Kansasing at this point with an MBRB.
I also actually want to visit Missouri eventually.
Yeah, you know, Pearl Harbor is bucket list at this point,
Yeah.
considering of how difficult it is to get there.
But it's actually literally on the opposite side of the world.
Yeah. It's easier for us to get to Japan. Nice hit on the Dallas.
Good.
I'm going to be victorious very soon.
You know, if you keep running away, Connecticut, you're not going to get your guns off.
Will we ever have the option to do campaign missions in game modes like that? Maybe. No plans right now though.
Yeah. The thing with putting such missions in ranked is that they influence the way people play the game. Especially if it's like a high explosive spam mission, then you will have that impacting how people go about their regular play in ranked battles, which is not really the point of ranked battles so much.
Ranked battles you're supposed to play like as optimally as possible to your comfort, to your
To your style, yeah.
yeah.
Blip, you ever watch any World War II movies made by the Japanese? I've seen Tora Tora Tora, but beyond that, the only other ones that I've watched are the Studio Ghibli World War II films. Grave of the Fireflies, The Wind Rises, these.
Oh, I saw it first.
Nope. Unfortunate. Yeah, but I popped him BR.
No! I wanted to talk to him about Overmatch. Unlike. Okay, suggestions, chat quickly. Has Orochi played his Atlantico yet? No, because we're up to only up to tier 6. If we were up to tier 7, I'd be playing Atlantico all stream.
Congo?
Congo.
Congo?
I have a very weird Congo build. I think you know that, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm playing HP full HP Congo build.
Mr. Blip, are there any plans to overhaul the ship overview page? No, because the ship overview page kind of serves its purpose right now. That is, it's meant to be a overview, a generalization of what the ship is about, and a little bit of historical knowledge. The specific ship specs that you're requesting, like accuracy, sigma, etc., like this, that would have to go onto a different page.
Any thoughts on limiting the number of hybrids or other classes in standard example 4 or 5 DDs or hybrids in same match? I'm not sure actually.
Yep. Any thoughts on limiting the number of hybrids or other classes and standards? No plans, and generally speaking, I would not be in favor of doing that because they serve a purpose there. Rather, the matchmaking being unlocked serves a purpose, which is that we want to keep the time limit between battles shorter. That is to say, keep you entertained more so by playing the game rather than sitting at a timer. And imposing limits on the matchmaking means that you're going to have to sit in queues for longer, which is not good for game health.
It's a very brave Clemson.
Yep.
Sport up, so his entire team is blind.
Any chance we bring back some form of the premium ship page? No plans for that. You are able to see the ship of any premium ship that is available for sale in the store. And the old premium ship page did not show you anything more beyond that by itself. So no plans to bring that back. Texas used to be in the shop for a personal bundle of roughly 10 euros. They can't find it now. Is it planned to return it? So Texas will be available. But if there is a personal bundle, those can have limited durations. So you may not see that particular bundle return again.
We have to know where you saw the bundle. Exactly.
And we're not going to know right now because because we don't have that information in front of us right now. What is your opinion on the Takao versus Godzilla scene in Netflix's Godzilla -1? I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Takao?
Yeah, it is Takao, yeah.
It's a
Otago's sister ship.
Yeah, I know, but like that's a confusing combination of words in a single sentence.
Oh, because there's a part of Godzilla -1 that takes place immediately after World War II, where the Japanese Navy are still in charge of a few of their ships, and they use that to fight Godzilla. That's the extent that I know about it.
And did the war just pause to figure the Godzilla situation out? Like, was there like an agreement? Should have aimed a little bit higher. I have a suspicion that the Britannia is going for the ram, so I will slightly turn.
Would you be able to appease the people that daily claim that this game is in need of some sort of skill-based matchmaking? It's next to impossible to implement this game, but for the fun's sake, what data could you guys even use to determine this factor? You can simply observe how other games that are confirmed to have skill-based matchmaking, what issues that they encounter. That being in the case where they are not a massive game like Fortnite or something like this. In those cases, usually they're going to run into queue length issues, especially for the people that are core to the game. Your really hardcore players and your regular players, and experiencing longer queue times over time means that you're going to have less of those players over the long term. That is to say, longer queue times means players play less. You can say however much you want that I would rather wait an extra 20 seconds to get a better match. You might personally believe that, sure. But in the mass data point of view, this is just not the case. other elements of skill-based matchmaking is that it can reduce the overall quality of matches for a lot of people. A lot of people want to have that satisfaction of smashing the other team because there's some player that can achieve an 80% win rate. Who are we to deny that to them? Yeah, so it's very much there's many reasons you can have for and against skill-based matchmaking. Our vision of our game does not support having skill-based matchmaking in standard battles, if that makes sense. That was a long answer for...
I like the fact that we do not have a skill-based matchmaking. That's personal opinion, because do you really want to go into random battles and every single time have to sweat, absolutely sweat, to play the game?
Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't. That's why I like randoms, because I can just be a bit more relaxed. You're gonna meet good players, you're gonna meet less good players in both sides. You get a different mix every time, and it's fun. But having a ranked experience, let's say, imagine having only rank 1 players on both sides, and being like not being able to breathe because the game is gonna be quite tense and difficult. I personally wouldn't enjoy that too much.
Yeah. In short, it's classified, LOL. It's more that I'm sitting here in front of a camera and I don't have like any sources, so I can't really exactly tell you. But I can tell you that if you go into a game where it's a relatively low population game that has queued matchmaking for skill-based matchmaking, you are going to experience a longer queue time than you will in most other games in the same scenario. So you're going to, like, if you look at, for example, let's pick an example, Fractured Space or Marauders, where you have like probably just a few thousand players playing at any given time. These games have a skill-based matchmaking, but it takes them a lot of time to build a full match sometimes. It works whenever you have very small matches a bit better, but we're talking like matches like 2v2. SPMM is a complicated topic, so you can talk you can talk about it at length. But just know that we've looked at what we can see and essentially have found that it does not bring anything to us.
And yeah, like, oh, I'm sweating anyway to carry my team, and oh, one time there was that one cruiser and that one battleship who ran down me. Okay, yeah, this will happen, 100%. This will actually happen even in skill-based matchmaking. Because even skilled players, which, like, there are a lot of skilled players, if you ask them if they have bad games, they do have bad games, like themselves. You can be one of the best players in the game and still accidentally just, not pay attention for 20 seconds and get death struck.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're a bad player?
Yeah.
No.
Do we have any data on Enterprise? Keep hearing people say it's underperforming. So it was underperforming as of the past couple of weeks. And so we have buffed it as of this morning to increase the bomb damage and then also decrease very slightly the dive bomber restoration time. So Enterprise is better as of today. So, but I don't have any data on how much better she is today.
We can't do anything. Wait, I'm starting to think Wargaming's full of S. Okay, explain. We can't do anything about it because they are full ANCV. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. If you have a problem with anything we've been saying, please provide reasoning as to what your belief is there. We have been very straightforward and honest with you on the questions that we are able to answer.
No, like we are open to all kinds of feedback, but we want feedback that we can actually respond to or take into account.
Yep.
Like feedback like, oh, the game is bad. Like, okay.
How?
Thanks. Okay. What do we do? Any suggestions?
Triggered?
triggered.
Perhaps. I'm
No,
just responding to a message I saw in chat. So
We're not triggered, but we kind of want to help you. You
yeah.
made all the effort to join our stream and chat with us, and we made the effort to chat back. But yeah, anyway.
Yep.
How about
So-
lazy work? Like, for example, this, okay, like,
Yeah.
but I can't offer feedback. I
Yeah.
can't answer to
Yeah.
that.
Sorry to ask a second time. Is there any plan to implement a premium or tech tree for premium ships? No, there's no plans for this. There is good reasoning that you have with being able to see the stats of every ship in the game. That's good reasoning. There are a few issues with this. Is that there are too many ships to display in one tech tree in order to display all of them. Secondary reason is that all the ships that are in the store, you can already inspect all of their information through the store. And so having it duplicated in the tech tree would be a waste of UI space. And so it's really, it comes down to this, like it's another thing that you have to maintain every time that you add a premium ship. You need to add premium ships to the tech tree, which is another element that you have to maintain over time that's already duplicated in another space. So that's the way we're looking at it. Okay. See, we've done 3, 4, 5, 6. We haven't done anything lower than tier 3. Do we want to do anything lower than tier 3? I don't know. Or
Okay,
wait.
Reka, you are doing some progress into providing actual feedback. Compile that, join our Discord, add it to the feedback channel. And I'm not saying this ironically or anything. Like, please do that.
Yeah.
We want to hear from you. We want to take note of what you're saying. That's the best way.
Yeah. So we don't lose it in the void after decompressing from a live stream. The inspirations, or sorry, you have the mouse.
Okay.
It scrolled up. I've disappeared.
Do you have?
It's the other mouse.
Oh. Sorry, guys. We have like three mouses. It's actually mouses, not mice.
Let's scroll and said choose country of the commander. Oh, okay. So it's the inspiration screen be overhauled so that you don't have to scroll as much to find the commander that you want. I don't know the details of that in terms of like what is possible, but in theory, you could probably add more functions to the filter to make that easier. So it could be.
Okay. Call the tier.
Somebody threw out Mikasa.
Mikasa?
Do we want to play Mikasa? Do we want to suffer?
Tier. Okay.
Tier 2?
I don't really want to play Mikasa, but I can play other tier 2 ships.
Yeah. I'll play Mikasa. You can play something else.
I will play Longjiang.
Longjiang. Okay. Yeah, it's a good idea with her inspirations. I just don't know how feasible it is, or like what kind of, from a technical point of view.
Maybe multiple lines of commanders. Like, I don't know. If you have any ideas, let us know. Do Nelson and Collingwood next. We will likely have time to do one of those, but we've played a lot of Nelson and Collingwood this stream, right? I think we're gonna watch you this game.
Okay.
What build are you running on Mikasa?
I've got Azulane Azuma, so hopefully main guns.
I see. When are they going to bring the Kremlin? It's embarrassing that she's the only battleship missing from Legendary and there are already 4 American ships. That's classified.
Oh yeah, she's the other one. At least the only like the one that is tech tree on PC. Those are premium ones.
There's also Slava.
Yeah, but that's a premium one, right? So
No, Slava on.
Slava's premium, yeah. Like it's a special ship, yeah. It's a steel ship, I think, or like community reward ship, something like this. Will Star Wars come? We can't really talk about collaboration stuff, so so we cannot say yes or no for that matter. Ooh, nice hits. Nice.
That's a fun little boat. Do I bonk it? That's classified, yeah. That's gonna be one of my favorite phrases.
You've seen the meme or the Obama meme where he says that's classified, right?
Yep.
Yes. No. Maybe. It's classified.
What happened to the Borodino? That's classified.
Yup. All things that happen within the void are classified.
Time for me to face check a destroyer. Gonna go well.
You gotta compete with the Wyoming. And in the quantity of 12-inch gun game, I am found lacking. If Borodino broke from containment, blink twice. SCP containment breach.
Any SCP enjoyers?
Oh, there's a Katori in here. Whoa. Yes, the penetration on AP on Mikasa is bad because the penetration on the AP of Mikasa was really bad. Yeah. For context, in the Battle of Tsushima in 1904, no armor plate thicker than 6 inches in thickness were penetrated. Some were impacted by 12-inch gun shells. None were penetrated because just AP shells were not good in the pre-Dreadnought era.
Any chance we get Tsukishima? Chance, yes. Guarantee, no. Kinda like tier 2. Wanna play more tier 2?
Yeah, broadside Ishijutsu has more than six inches of armor, so good luck.
Any plans for epic upgrades for CV? No.
Okay.
Gonna play. Actually, I really like the Longjiang. Gonna play it again.
Oh, is it Oleg game time?
Maybe. Why not?
I'll go on Oleg.
Rigged matchmaking. No. Maybe you'll be in our team next game.
Wasn't it a battleship back then? Yes, and it still is a battleship.
Which one?
Mikasa.
Oh yeah.
It's just a cruiser in World of Warships Legends, so that the matchmaking works, because there's no other battleships at tier 4 or tier 2. So.
Can we get operations like PC? This is a complicated topic. Maybe in the future. Maybe. Any chances of Agincourt be back? I'd say unlikely. What do when Team Blue DD griefs right from the start of the match and goes into far corner remaining inactive? If you see that this is a deliberate act to ruin your game or the game for the rest of your teammates and you catch a specific player doing it over and over again, you can report them through our support team. With proof.
Yep. Show
That's
some,
important.
Yep. Show some evidence and send it to our support team, and then they can see what they can do if they can do anything.
You could add Giorgio Savarov at tier 2 to go toe-to-toe with Mikasa. Yes and no. There are a few issues with Avarov, and for me being Greek and saying it, there are really some issues with it. One of the main ones I believe is that the caliber of the guns on the front and back is different from the side guns,
Yes.
which makes it tricky.
There's that as well, and it's the Giorgio Savarov is not a battleship, so it's to go toe to toe with Mikasa. You would want another pre-Dreadnought battleship from roughly the same time period, so around 1900, 1902, and Giorgio Savarov is an armored cruiser from 1904 design, with smaller guns.
Is there any plan to bring spectator mode in the training room? Not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Wow, Bleep, that's a lot of consumables you got there.
Yeah. Can I AP pen inside Karlsruhe at 6 kilometers? We'll find out. Yes, I can. Can I Citadel
That's
it?
fantastic news.
And then I proceed to shatter it in my next, closer, less angled salvo. Such is life.
Game is still a big difference.
Yep.
Clear. Very clear.
Oh, it's a Milwaukee? Oh no, I did not realize this was a Milwaukee. I am so dead. I am so dead.
あらあら火災ウォッカに
I don't think I can pin him. I can pin him a little bit. Oh, he's buying AP back. He can definitely pin me. Goodbye, cruel world. Then bringing the ironclads to fight Mikasa. Thing is the ironclads are not strong enough to fight Mikasa. Mikasa sits in this like really weird zone of naval history between 1890 and 1905 and 06, where the technological evolution year by year from 1890 to 1905 is so huge that you go from being like a brand new ship built in 1890 is entirely almost irrelevant by 1896 to 1900, such that like they would be entirely impotent in a battle line in 1900, even though they were just built 10 years earlier.
Are those hitting? Yep, nice. That double strike? Double strike? No way. No, come on. Very close. That was an interesting fist fight. It's my 9.7. Pretty good. I should play tier 2 more often.
Yep.
Maybe I
there-
should go cap.
Yeah. Was there ever a premium tier 1 ship? Nope. There are only tech tree tier 1s. Any chances of Agincourt to be returned? We have answered this question 5 minutes ago. Or so.
I felt the heat from England when with Orochi sweating that play there. Yeah.
Carnot next.
Okay.
We cannot play Carnot in arcade battles. So this entire stream is arcade battles, which is limited from tier 1 to 6.
Soviet campaign this year, not impossible.
How come arcade wins don't count towards bureaus? They're not, or the bureau trials are not set up to allow for arcade battles. So I think they allow versus AI though. So it's just a question of kind of updating those if it's possible to do so. I think is the main thing there.
By the way, I could technically go fight this, but this way I can guarantee the win.
Yep.
I prefer that. Legendary Colbert. How exactly do you imagine that?
Colbert is already
Oh,
legendary.
Colbert. Yeah, never mind. Okay, I see.
Yeah. Is there a reason why Colbert has not been made available again? I don't think we can say why it hasn't, but there are no plans at this time to bring her back.
Okay, switch here. Okay, we have about a minute left. So it's your time to ask quickly a couple more questions before we sign off.
Yeah. Monitor class is one of the things that I can understand won't get added, but it's fun to imagine it. Yeah. Monitors as a ship type is not suitable really for ship combat, but also there's not that many nations made monitors. You have the UK made a few. Of course, you have coastal defense battleships, but those don't really count as a monitor. That is, the Italians made a couple. The U.S. invented the concept with the monitor, but didn't pursue it after the kind of the 1870s, really. So you don't see American monitors that much in World War I, World War II. It's a kind of an interesting thing where it's just kind of a UK thing with a few side examples from Italy. The Italian ones are very cursed, by the way. The Fa di Bruno. If you want a weird looking ship, look up Fa di Bruno.
Can you spill any beans while you got the chance, Orochi? I assume it's about the new position. Well, My studies and my career, I guess, was mostly centered around, or basically centered around marketing. And so I guess the team saw value in me being in marketing team. So that's why the change happened. Anything else? Beans and as thesis. For upcoming versions, no. You'll have to
No.
wait on social media. And yeah, that being said, follow our social media below. Thank you guys for joining us in another stream. We'll be back next Monday.
Yep.
Probably not me. But the guys from community team will keep you company. So have a great night, day,
Yep.
and nice start to the week.
I am working on the next historical stream that's going to be covering U.S. destroyers. I'm not entirely sure when that's going to be, but should be around the corner. So keep an eye out for that.
See ya, guys.
See you guys. Have a great week. Stay safe out there.